So for instance, we've got the WTO, they have clear subsidy rules. It's high time we reform those rules. I have a separate piece with Chad Bown at Peterson talking about ways to reform the WTO for the present moment. But, those rules give governments a way to countervail excessive subsidies in other countries. And that's something that we could certainly look to, should tax competition start taking that form. But ultimately, I do think that this agreement also enables us to give Congress more choices about what tax rates they can choose, not less. So Congress retains full authority. The House almost did. The House actually passed a Pillar 2 compliant reform in the end of 2021. So we got close, but they retain full authority to do this the way they choose, right? And they have more choices than they used to now that the bottom isn't zero, because there'll be less of this competitiveness pressure.
So to respond to Peter's points about the this is something the U.S. business community should be doing, going to Congress and asking Congress to enact Pillar 2. I'm reminded of watching the 2017 reform process play out, and it seemed to me then that many businesses had their heads in the sand, that there was a train moving, that international tax reform was desperately needed, that it was going to happen. It was just a question of what form it would take, and there was seemed a real lack of engagement on the form of it, and it caught many people by surprise as a result. I don't have the same sense at all in watching this Pillar 2 story play out. I watch Pillar 2 and think about U.S. Congress and what the U.S. gets out of it, and I just don't see what the prompt is for U.S. businesses to go to Congress and say, please enact a set of rules that takes our U.S. tax system, makes it enormously more complex, but by requiring us to conform to a financial accounting base that's different from anything we have